Welcome to Fox News. I'm reporter Caprice Van Ness. I'm reporting the latest on whiskey taxation. Tensions are high as farmers are angered by taxation on whiskey as they feel it is unfair policy dictated by the Eastern elite. Hamilton created taxation in order to raise revenue to pay back war debts. Farmers majorly disagree, and we have video footage capturing hostile occurrences from yesterday morning.
Isn't this where that evil tax collector lives?
Damn right it is. Here she comes now.
Alright, what's the plan again?
Alright, once she gets inside, we're gonna kidnap her, and we're gonna take her to the mob, and then we're gonna burn her at the stake.
Alright, that sounds fun. Cheers! Hey! Let's go. You're coming with us.
Help!
After watching this innocent tax collector being stripped from his home and eventually killed, any sensible viewer can see that these hostile relations need to be subdued. We now have an on-scene reporter, Madison Gingrich, interviewing multiple sources who represent the differences of how to handle the tax on whiskey.
Hello and welcome. Here we have an Eastern elitist and whiskey manufacturer. So, how do you feel about the tax on spirits and how does it affect your job?
Personally, it doesn't affect me a whole lot. Since I'm a whiskey manufacturer, I run my fine establishment of a business. When the tax is more, granted that does take away more from our overall profit at first, but then in return, we just paid the farmers out west less money for their grains that we use to manufacture the whiskey. So overall, we don't make any less money in that sense. And also, I do approve of the tax because it creates more money flow in the government and provides for better infrastructure in the cities.
Okay. And do you think it's a mistake that the farmers are fighting this tax?
Yes, very much so. I think it's a huge mistake because eventually it's going to get out of hand, and then George Washington will bring in his militia, and then I think that'll be the end of the rebellion because they won't stand a chance against his powerful militia.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Madison, for that fantastic interview. And now we go out to the field for an interview of some angry farmers.
So, how do you feel about the current taxes on all spirits?
We are outraged on the current taxes on spirits because we are very poor and it's unfair.
So, what do you do as a work then, and why is the tax inconvenient?
Well, it's inconvenient because I'm a modest, low-income grain farmer who relies solely on my grain crops to provide for me and my family and I to provide for the whiskey companies. So when we are outraged, when the whiskey companies are outrageously taxed, they skyrocket their prices, and then that makes my grain value go down, and I get less money, which makes it very hard to provide for my family.
So, why are you fighting these taxes?
So we can bring equality to the countryside for the hardworking farmers.
So, how long do you think you're going to fight?
Common misconception is we're just looking for fairness. We just want to stop being taxed. So I feel it's appropriate that once we get rid of the whiskey tax and Washington goes back to respecting us and the rest of the aristocrats respect us for our value to this country, then we'll stop fighting.
No.
We'll have all we want.
You're wrong. We're not stopping. We're going to get rid of all the taxes. Abolish all the taxes.
That's stupid. You're going to get killed.
Don't you say that to me.
I've had it with your stupid ways.
No, please. Just one more sip of my diet whiskey.
That's enough.
Ah!
Here at Fox News, we hope and predict that President Washington will soon intervene and put an end to this violence. It seems as if Washington needs to show his authority and declare it unlawful to rebel against taxes, looking to improve our country. Based on the degree of anger within farming communities, it appears highly likely that President will need to call to the order his militia in order to restore peace of our country.